Welcome back, guys, to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Kati Nkateko Baloy, and this channel is about self-development. I've been in self-development since I was about 16. I am now 27, and through that, I have started bodybuilding, gotten married, and on top of that, built a sales career for myself with no degree and allowed myself to be able to live fairly comfortably and hopefully live even better in the future. So yeah, after 10 years of self-development, hopefully I have a thing or two to be able to share with you guys that is actually relevant and important and you get some value from. So we'll jump straight into today. The thing that I'd love to talk to you guys about, which is so funny because I have recorded the video for this particular topic 3 times. Setbacks. I've recorded it 3 times and every single time something went wrong. The sound, the recording, or like the sound seemed perfect and then magically disappeared because the microphone powerhouse died. So whatever it's called, sound box thing died. So hopefully this time that doesn't happen. So guys, one of the things in my life that I've seen a lot that comes up that people struggle with the most is their ability to fail, right? Their ability to handle setbacks, their ability to handle a situation when things all go wrong and nothing goes the way you want it to. And I remember one of the times that I actually did record this video, I had just fallen downstairs and I torn ligaments in my ankles about a couple months ago. We live on the top flight and one of the passageways had no light. The light was out. So it's nighttime, I'm walking down. It's such a good day. It's a Sunday. We're taking a little walk. We're going to go to the garage and go get some treats and relax. And then, boom. I'm a big guy, so my wife ain't trying to be catching me. That is not what is going to happen. So I got on the stairs, hit them, boom. And then I sat there and I thought, "Jeez, this sucks." And what sucks the most about it is that I was in the middle of my off season. Right now, we're no longer in the main part of the off season, really. So I was in the middle of my off season and peaking in the off. It was fantastic. Everything was good. Body composition was good. Strength was going up. Weight was going up. Everything was perfect. And then this happened. And you know when things are going so well, a part of you is like, it's going too well, too good to be true. The other parts of life were really struggling, so it's fine. Like it was great to have this, and I was holding on to it, and I was like, hey, at least this area is going really well right now. And no, it's not. So sometimes you realize you get these setbacks for a few reasons. Sometimes God's going to give you a setback because He wants you to focus on other areas of life, and you're hyper focused on a single area, and you can't see the other areas that are suffering because of the fact that you're so hyper focused on this one thing. Your relationship with God, your time in it could be health and fitness. If your work is suffering, your work could be suffering because of your health and fitness, and you going to the gym and stuff. So whatever it may be for you as an individual, it's hard to understand when these setbacks happen. Why? Because we don't have a bigger lens or bigger picture of what's going on. We don't have the answers. We don't know why. We don't know for what reason. We don't understand why. And no matter how much we try to, we sometimes can't until the thing is over, until the time has passed and we've gone through the thing we needed to go through because we needed to go through it. And what we find oftentimes is that those setbacks can create fuel for us. The setbacks can come in many different forms. You might get a setback because of an accident, like falling down the stairs. You might get a setback because of your own poor action, because you didn't prepare properly and didn't plan. And the setback you receive is good feedback for you to remember that in the future, you need to do better to plan. You need to plan better. You need to prepare better. You need to do a better job each time. And when this situation came about, let's say it's a project, and this project comes about, and you present your project, and you know that you didn't do a good job. You know you didn't prepare properly, right? You know you didn't correctly get all your slides in order, research everything you needed to research. You didn't give it 110%, and it doesn't go well, and you're disappointed. But in your heart, you know you didn't give 100%. It allows you to reflect because it didn't go well. Had it gone well, you would have received positive reinforcement for the bad behavior that you've brought into the picture. Right? The bad behavior that you've been acting out, your bad habits that have taught you it's okay to procrastinate. It's okay to not take things 100%. It's okay to not take things seriously for work. Those bad habits are now going to be propagated and continue forward because of the fact that you got success. But if you don't get success, you have to question those habits. You have to think, well, I know I didn't give 100%, and that is why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. And that's a gift. And sometimes setbacks happen because you trust the wrong people, a business partner, a relationship partner, a friend, and they hurt you. They expose a secret. They stuff you over in business and you lose a bunch of money, whatever it might be. And those things you learn from them, right? You learn discernment from them. Those things teach you so much more than you could ever imagine. You learn discernment. You learn who to trust. You learn how to really see who the people you want to keep running your life are. It is through these situations where people betray trust that you get a better understanding and you improve your discernment to pick the people you actually should be keeping close versus the people you shouldn't be keeping close. But if you didn't have that happen, you just trust everybody. Because at some point in your life, you're naive. And then at some point, something happens to make you cynical. And it is in the cycle of leaving that naivety and moving into that cynicism that you begin to understand how to truly see people for who they are, that they're neither good nor bad. They're a mixture of both, and how to see which people are, let's say, the right mixture of both that you can deal with. Good enough in the sense that there's enough good in them that you are happy to keep them close to you in your life because everybody has a bit of evil in them. That's fine. So these setbacks are going to come in different form. What's important is that you use them as fuel and lessons. Because the difference between somebody who doesn't learn any lessons and stays where they are and someone who does is somebody who analyzes their mistakes. And a person with foresight to make even better decisions is a person to analyze their own mistakes, the mistakes of the people around them, and the mistakes of others that may not be around them that have walked the path ahead of them, right? So I'll give you an example. My older brother would always get in trouble for certain things in the house when we were kids. Going out, drinking, blah, 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 all those fun things. And I never got in trouble for those things because I didn't do some of them. Like most of them I actually didn't do. Why? Well, I kind of saw the pattern. So when I started going out, I thought, okay, well, mom and dad don't like it when you don't tell them everything and you don't let them know every detail of what your situation is, the way you're going. So I thought, okay, let me just be radically honest with my parents, right, from the beginning. Let me just be upfront with them about everything as much as I can be. It was not always the best decision, but it allowed me to look at my brother's mistakes, learn from his mistakes, and act better. Similarly, I assume my younger brother did the same thing. Now, if I look at the mistakes of others, I'd say, okay, cool. Take what do you do with your 20s? Okay, look at my 20s. I thought, okay, well, I've now finished school and I know that I don't want to continue into varsity. That's great. And there's a whole journey on that, and you can watch the previous video about that, about my whole career in sales and my whole journey with that before. But I understand this about myself. Now, I can't just sit around doing nothing and faffing and wasting time. So I now need to ask the question, who has the answers of what I'm supposed to do in this period of my life? At this point in my life, I then push a lot more into Grant and Gary. Grant Cardone and Gary V. And it's really interesting because where Grant comes in, he talks about investment and then he talks about starting your business and he talks about sales and how he's built his career in sales. And that starts me down that path. What Gary Vee talks about is how you should sacrifice your 20s. You should focus and just work and put effort in so that you can enjoy the other parts of your life. And those two things start to play into my mind. So I start to see, okay, the mistakes that like Gary would talk to people and they'd be like, oh, things aren't going my way and I've really been trying hard. I want to give up. And then he's like, how long have you been doing it? And they're like, 8 months. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So the next thing I'm learning is that it takes time. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to go back and see what are the mistakes that people made, right? People who didn't use their 20s well, what do they have to say about this? They say they wish they focused in their 20s. They wish they locked in more. They wish they got more stuff done. They worked more. They wish that they weren't wasting our time out of the clubs and doing stupid things. So the best option you have when it comes to setbacks is, look, if you're lucky, you can learn from the setbacks of people you watch online, of mentors, or hopefully my setbacks, of people you read about. Now, a step away from that is the people around you. What do they have to say? What would they do differently in their life? Have you even asked them? Parents as well. What did they like to do differently in their life? And that's going to give you an answer, a direction of the things to avoid. And then your own life, when you face it, when you run into walls, don't get all sad on yourself and mopey and cry and be a little baby. Take the setback, understand what happened, accept what happened, and try and learn from it and use it as fuel use that loss as fuel. Use it as information. And I think a great way to see this in a microcosm is bodybuilding. You prepare for your show. You do your 16 to 18, and if you're me, 32-week prep. So so then you then get ready for it. Okay, cool. You're getting ready for your show. And now you prep. You get on stage, you bring your look, you're super proud of it, you're happy with it, and you come like sick. Okay, cool. You have two options now. Because you can't change the result anymore. Everything that could have changed the result was done before. Now you have to ask questions. Okay, cool. One, could I have done more? Two, what didn't I do? What else could I have done? And three, what are the guys doing? What do they have on me? Why do they look better than me? You and your coach go back to the drawing board. And you guys sit together and ask these questions. You go to the judges and get their feedback. You talk to your coach and get his feedback. You look at the other people, look at the pictures, right? You think, okay, where did we lose the plot? What do we need so that next time, we win? What's separating me, Mr. Sixth Place, from Mr. First Place? And looking at that, what are the pictures saying? Okay, he has this and I don't have this. He has bigger arms and a better V taper and this, that, and the other. But it's such a good microcosm of it because it's such a raw experience where you're having to judge your own damn near naked body against someone else's and think, what do they have? What's the difference? This gap between me and them right now, what has caused this gap and where is the difference that I need to fill? And that's one of the things I love about it, right? You have to face your setbacks in real time when you're looking at bodybuilding. There's no turning away from it. So I want you guys to remember that every time you face these setbacks, that you have the option to run away. You have the option to get down yourself and get depressed. But those aren't the options we're going to choose, are they? The option we're going to choose is we're going to look at the setback, take it for what it is, accept it, and move forward. Understanding that this is information and fuel for the future. So guys, I hope that you learn from this. I hope that every time going forward, that when you guys run into a wall, you remember this and that you remember, okay, I've hit a setback. Something's pulling me back. I'm not where I want to be. Something's happened here. What? Right? There's a good saying that, there's a few good sayings that I really like. There's one saying I heard in a motivational years ago. I think it was, even I'm not sure. He said, if you get knocked down, make sure you land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. That's one I really like. But there's one that I liked a lot more by Tim Grover in his book Winning, where he said, if you fall down, stay there a second. Stay there a second. Don't get back up right away. Because if you get back up right away, and jump straight to your feet, you'll make the exact same mistake that puts you on your butt. So, when you fall, stay there for a second. Stay there for a minute. Stay there for a day. Because you need to figure out why. Once you have, it's a lot easier when you get up to know what to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot from it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.